Hi, my name's Marunta, and I'm going to tell you a story today. Are you ready for it? 1, 2, 3. Yes, we are. I hope so. This is an Aboriginal story about a echidna and the song of the didgeridoo. Look what I'm holding in my hand. Now, this is not my didgeridoo, and I won't be blowing into it because of COVID. But because it's involved in the story, it's going to be one of the main character in the story. But echidna, many years ago, lived up near the Gulf of Carpentaria, right at the top of Australia. And one day, he'd been out hunting and was coming home. But you know what? He hadn't caught a thing. And he was very concerned that the tribe would be upset. But along the path, there'd been a storm the previous night, and he noticed a large piece of wood. A branch, in fact, was on the ground. Now, he was very interested. He thought, didn't bring any food back. How about if I bring this branch back? And what he had to do was actually blow inside the branch. And he blew inside the branch. Because inside the branch was a termite's nest, and he had to clear the termites from the branch. But one of the things that happened when he blew into the didgeridoo, it made a magnificent sound, and echidna was surprised. He wasn't surprised, he was amazed. So he blew again. But I don't think he said to himself, I really haven't cleared the termite's nest. So he built a fire, and he put some of the ash in one end, this hole, the mouth hole, and the other end, and burnt the termite's nest out. How wonderful. See what happens when I put this to my lips, because he'd never played before. I'm going to practice. So he practiced and made these incredible sounds. The tempo and the vibration was absolutely magnificent. He was surprised, but it depended upon the breathing. So he breathed in, and then he breathed out very quickly. Breathed in, breathed out. It became quite circular, the breathing. And the noise he made was magnificent. But one thing he had to do, he found a bit of trouble with his mouth over the hole that he blew in. So he went to a bee's nest, and he got some wax from the bee's nest, and he rubbed the wax around the top of the didgeridoo. And then he took the didgeridoo home, back to his tribe. Well, they were very surprised. You've got no food, but, you know, what's this? Well, I can assure you, this is the best thing I've been in contact with for a long time, or forever, because this makes sound, important sound. Are you prepared to listen? Oh, well, we prefer the food, but we'll listen. So he blew. And they were amazed. They sort of looked at themselves. Oh, wow, how fantastic. He said, I'm going to teach some of you how to play this instrument, the echidna. Okay? And that's what he did. He started to teach them. And quite a number of them went out and got large branches and made the echidna, it was called then many years ago, and not the didgeridoo, which it's called today. It's called many names. And then the tribe put ochre on their face. And they started dancing. Whoa, Wow. And the tribe was so happy because the didgeridoo offered them something at initiation, offered them something for healing, offered them something to lift their spirits when things weren't going so well. And this was the didgeridoo. Now, didgeridoo is cylindrical. It's about maybe 1.2 meters to about 3 meters long. It depends. And this is the wonderful thing about the didgeridoo. It's now played all over Australia, in other parts of the world as well. Some very famous Aboriginal musicians are playing and representing their culture. So I want you to imagine something. Imagine you put ochre on your face. Imagine you're listening to a kiddie playing the didgeridoo. Imagine the moon is full and all of a sudden you are dancing to the didgeridoo. Can you imagine yourself doing that? I can. Yes, I can. So if you're in the forest and you see a large branch, you never know what you can do with it. Boom, boom.